right, guys. Well, I'm super excited that we're going to start today talking about safety and our ways to stay safe. So raise your hand if you can tell me, who are some of the people who keep you safe? Who are some of the people that keep you safe?
Your parents, your grandpeople.
Okay, let's let somebody else answer, okay? Those are great answers. Who else keeps you safe?
Your daycare teacher.
Yes! Who else keeps you safe?
Your principal.
Yes. Who else?
Me.
Yes.
The police.
The police? Yep, they help you stay safe. Who else keeps you safe?
Your teacher.
Absolutely, your teacher. Who keeps you safe?
Your parents.
Yep.
Or family.
Yep. Who else?
Dad.
Yep. Who else?
Mr. Babby.
Yes, he does keep you safe. Last one, who else? Riley. Yes, grandparents. Okay, so you guys get it. The adults in your life, they're the ones who keep you safe. When you're at school, you have a group of adults who help keep you safe. When you're at home, you have a group of adults who help keep you safe. So it's their job to help you. And part of that job is to teach you rules so that you can be safe all on your own. So I brought my friend with me today. Does everybody remember Teddy?
Yeah.
Everybody say, hey, Teddy.
What's the other one?
Safety Bear will be here next time, but we just need Teddy this time. Okay, so Teddy's gonna help us get started today. Hey, Teddy, we're talking about ways to stay safe today. Can you think of a time that you followed a rule to stay safe? Yup. Yesterday, my snack was a big red apple. It was so big I couldn't take a bite out of it. Oh, that sounds really big. What did you do? Well, I saw a knife on the counter. I thought I could use it to cut my apple into smaller pieces. Then I'd be able to eat it with no problem. I feel like there's a rule about sharp tools. Does anybody remember? What is the rule about using sharp tools? Do you remember? What is it?
Cut yourself.
Okay, definitely don't cut yourself. But what's the rule? Let's think back to last year. Ooh, what do you remember about sharp tools?
No bringing any sharp objects to school.
Perfect. That is one of our Quail Run rules. Like, we don't bring any sharp objects, anything, even if it's like a plastic knife in your lunchbox. We don't do that. But what's the rule about using a sharp tool? There is someone who has to be present. Who is it, Kaysen? Who has to be there when you're using a sharp tool?
If you use a sharp tool at school, it would be sent to police or
Oh yeah, like we said, we definitely don't bring those. Who has to be there whenever you're using a sharp tool? A grown-up. Yes, I think that's the rule. Teddy, if I remember right, this is the rule. Never use a sharp tool without an older person's help. Well, I remember the never rule about sharp tools, but I wanted to cut up the apple so much. Okay, well, Teddy, when you remembered that, you did the first step of the ways to stay safe. You recognized that it wasn't safe. What do you think he should do next after he recognizes that it's not safe? This is the next one. Does anybody remember? What is this one called? It does have to do with stop. It starts with an R though. Refuse. Everybody put your hand out like this and say refuse. Refuse. And that just means say words that mean no. So, Teddy needed to refuse. But who was he refusing? Who was he refusing? Yes, ma'am. Who's he refusing? Okay, I couldn't really hear that. Did you say himself? He was refusing himself? Yes, okay. So he had to refuse himself. Let's see if he did. I used self-talk to tell myself not to use the knife. Then I went and told an adult I needed help cutting up the knife. I got help right away. Oh, Teddy, that's perfect. That's exactly our steps in the ways to stay safe. And it's our adults' job to keep us safe. So good job. I'm so proud of you. All right, I'm going to let Teddy sit right here because sometimes he needs a refresher, just like you guys need on our ways to stay safe. So let's look up here. Let's look at our 3 ways to stay safe. We kind of just mentioned them, but I need us to do them together. So everybody point to your brain. Everybody point to your brain. Say, recognize.
Recognize.
Okay, when you recognize, you're just thinking, is this safe? And what's the rule? All right, so that's recognize. Now, everybody go like this and say, refuse.
Refuse.
Okay, refuse is just say words that mean no. So if you know it's not safe, you're going to say, no, I'm not doing that. That's not safe. Or that breaks a never, never rule. All right, so recognize, refuse, then everybody go like this and say report.
Report.
Report, and that just means tell an adult. If you know something that's not safe is happening, you need to tell a grown-up so they can make it stop. So recognize, refuse, report. Those are our 3 ways to stay safe. All right, now we also learned last year some never, never rules, and we kind of just touched on that a little bit. I want to review those really quick. Okay, so they're called the 8 never nevers. You guys remember the song? We're going to listen to it in a minute. Okay, so here's the first one. Never touch guns. I feel like that's at the top of the list for a reason. Never touch guns. Here's number 2. Never play with fire.
Yep.
All right. Ooh. Never ride on wheels without wearing a what? A helmet. Yeah, what is in here that's so important that you protect it with a helmet? Everybody tell me what is in here?
Your brain.
Your brain. Yes, your brain is so important that it controls your whole body. So you got to have that helmet on. It's also the law. Like if you're riding on wheels on the road, you have to have a helmet. All right, here's the next one. Never go in water without an older person watching. Why is that so important? What could happen if your older person is not watching? What could happen?
You could get hurt or bleed.
Absolutely, you could get hurt or bleed for sure. Or you could drown. Like you could go under the water and not be able to come back up. So that's why this is the rule. Always, always, always have an adult who's watching you. Never go in water without an older person. Okay, here's the next one. This is the one we kind of just talked about with Teddy. Never use sharp tools without an older person's help. It's fine that he's cutting up this cucumber because his mom is right there helping him. But he should never do that by himself. All right, here's this one. Never ride in a car without wearing a what? A seatbelt. I also like that this kid is sitting in his booster seat and he's in the back seat of the car. That is the safest place to ride and the safest way when you're wearing your seatbelt. All right, last 2. Never touch a dog without asking the person in charge. I think I may have told you this last year. My dog is old. Well, my dog is even older this year. He's 14 years old. So when you pet him, it hurts his body sometimes, and he'll snap at you if it hurts him. So if you ask me if you could pet my dog, I would say no, because it's not safe. He might nip you. But it looks like right here, this girl is asking her dad. Dad's asking this lady if it's okay, and she's smiling, so it looks like it's okay. So just make sure you ask, because I wouldn't want you to get hurt by a dog. Some dogs just are not good with children, so you have to ask. All right, here's the last one. Never cross the street without checking all ways for traffic. So look left, look right, look left again. I'm gonna add to this, never cross the street without a grown-up. Because the grown-up is taller and they're better at checking and making sure no traffic is coming. So never cross without a grown-up and checking all ways for traffic. All right. Let's see if we can put this into practice, and then we'll hear our song. All right. Here we go. I have a story for you. Oh, it's about a dog. Here we go. All right, here is Marjorie and Angela. They're playing at the park together. Marjorie's mom is watching them. Angela just noticed a dog tied to a nearby tree. She wants to go pet the dog. She's saying to Marjorie, "Hey, let's go pet that dog. He looks so furry." All right, point to your brain. Is this safe?
No.
All right, and what's the rule that we just said? What's the rule?
No.
What's the rule?
No, touching dogs
Without asking first. Yes, you have to ask first before you touch the dog. Okay, so we recognize it's not safe. I hope she does. Let's see if she recognizes it. Marjorie also recognizes that it's not safe to pet strange dogs. She remembers the never, never rule about dogs, which is never touch dogs without asking the person in charge first. Okay, so Marjorie tells Angela, no, it's not safe to pet a dog we don't know. We need to ask my mom first. Oh, what step did she just do when she said, no, we need to ask my mom first? What is this one? Everybody say it. What is this one?
Refuse.
Refuse. She just refused. She did a great job. All right. So when you refuse, let me ask you this. Should you say it like, well, I don't know. That's probably not a good idea. Or should you say, no, I'm not doing that. That breaks the never, never rule.
Yes.
Which one? The first one or the second one?
The second
For
one.
sure. Because on the first one, you don't know if I mean it or not. The second one, you can tell I mean what I'm telling you and I'm not doing that. That's called being assertive. When you use that strong voice to say no, and that is what you need to do whenever you're refusing. All right, so let's see. She refused. Let's see what happens. Angela still wants to pet the dog. She says to Marjorie, come on, that dog looks friendly. He couldn't hurt us. And your mom looks busy. We don't need to bug her by asking if we can pet the dog. Marjorie refuses Angela again. She says assertively, no, we need to ask my mom first. All right, so she recognized it wasn't safe. She refused 2 times. What should she do next? What is the next thing that's going to solve the problem and make the situation safe? What is this one?
Report.
Report. Everybody put your hands like this and say report.
Report.
Okay, and that just means tell an adult. Let's see if she does. Marjorie goes over to her mom and asks her if she and Angela can pet the dog. Her mom answers, thanks for asking first, Marjorie. That's following the never, never rule about dogs. I see the dog's owner coming back over here. Let's ask him if we can pet the dog. He'll know if the dog is used to children. Not all dogs like to be touched by kids. All right. Did mom solve the problem?
Yes.
Is the situation safe now?
Yes.
That's why the last step, reporting, is so, so, so important. Okay, so we're going to pause now. If you want to stand up and get some wiggles out, we're going to play the 8 Never Never song and you can move around.
I can't really see from over here.
That's okay, you can move. All right, here we go.
There are 8 these things you never do. 8 use the mold, they're tried and true. There are 8 these things you never do. 8 use the mold, they're tried and true. The first thing you do, now never skip this rule. Always ask a grown-up first to make sure things are cool. Your grown-ups will protect you and make sure things are good. They're there for you to keep you safe. Understood? 1, never, never, touch a gun. 2, never, never, no way. Play with fire. 3, never, never, go on wheels without a helmet. 4, never dive right in. Ask before you get wet.
These rules can keep you safe.
There are 8 these things you never do. 8 use the mold, they're tried and true. There are 8 these things you never do. 8 use the mold, they're tried and true.
All right, but what about sharp tools or petting dogs?
Number 5,
Never, never,
use sharp tools alone. Number 6,
never pet a dog.
without asking your grown-up. 7,
For traffic,
both ways before you cross the street. 8,
never ride cars.
unless you're buckled up. Oh, nice and neat. There are 8 these things you never do. 8 use the mold, they're tried and true. There are 8 these things you never do. 8 use the mold, they're tried and true.
Awesome. Thank you, guys. All right, back to your seat.
Again.
If we have time, we'll play it again.
Yes.
All right, so now I want to put these rules into action.
Yay.
I want us to do some practice scenarios and see what would we do in these situations and what does the rule say. All right, so you guys are gonna help me. You ready? Here we go. All right, your sister wants to ride scooters up and down the sidewalk with you, but you don't have a helmet. Let's think. Is that safe?
No.
All right, raise your hand if you can tell me what is the rule about riding on wheels. What's the rule about riding on wheels?
You have to wear a helmet because you might hurt your head or something.
Perfect. All right, so never ride on wheels without wearing a helmet. Okay, but your sister is telling you it's okay. We recognize it's not safe. What's the next step? What do we have to do? Refuse. Everybody say refuse. Okay, so we're going to say words that mean no. So how could we say that to our sister? What words could we say to tell her that you're not going to do that?
No thanks.
No thanks. I like it.
I don't want to do it.
Okay.
I want to go back home.
Perfect. What else could you say?
It's not safe.
Excellent. That's all you have to say. No, I'm not doing it. It's not safe. And you made your point. Okay, so then what's the last thing that you need to do? After you've decided it's not safe, you refuse to do it. What's the last thing? Everybody say report. We have to tell a grown-up. Awesome. All right, let's try another one. Oh, this one scares me. Your friend brought a gun to school and he wants you to hold it.
No.
Okay, I think we all know it's not safe. What's the rule about guns? What's the rule about guns? Never touch guns. Everybody say that. Never touch guns. Absolutely. That's the top never rule, I feel like. Okay, so if somebody were to ask you that, hey, you want to touch the gun? What are you gonna say? Okay. I hear no. I hear no over and over again. I hear loudly no. Okay, so you could also add that breaks the never rule. That scares me. I'm not doing that. Something along those lines. All right, so that's how we do. What we would do is refuse. And then we need to do what? What's the last thing that we need to do? What's the last thing we need to do? What is this? Report. Yes, we have to tell a grown-up. Okay? All right. Let's try one more. You're taking a quick drive to the store. So your older cousin says, don't worry about wearing your seatbelt. It's not a big deal. All right, point to your brain. What's the rule about riding in cars? What's the rule?
Always wear a seatbelt and sit in the back seat.
Always wear a seatbelt, and then I like sitting in the back seat. That's safe too. All right, so your older cousin, he's older than you, and he's saying, it's okay. What do we have to say? No, we have to refuse. Ooh, I like how you said it politely. No, thank you. Or no, but still like you mean it. No, I'm not doing that. That breaks the rule. And then the last part, you have to report. Everybody say report. That just means tell a grown-up. Okay, wow. You guys are amazing. So today, you just reviewed the 8 never-nevers. And you also reviewed the 3 ways to stay safe, which are recognize, refuse, and report. So next time when I come back, we are going to add another piece to our safety toolbox, basically. So thank you guys, and I will see you next time.